a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Redskins going up against the Rams. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. If you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
There's Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st down, gone. And that'll be incomplete. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Goff on 3rd down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the I. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong. No gain, quarterback sneak, no gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And again this time to the tailback. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Gone. And he slings one that's incomplete. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. First chance for the backup here to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, or just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. That was close to a big play. And just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Rams are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not...
And for the third time, there he goes right side. A great read, and it's picked off. The 40, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now come the Redskins. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your...
Touchdown, Washington! Their dangerous wide receiver, 64 yards. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go now.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Blue, landed.
And he'll go on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out here in the aisle. And they'll run it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go. Blue landed. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's his target. The tight end will tie. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know it stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Second down following the run.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Single. Watch number 86. Touch, blue 90. Blue 90. You. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Kill.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on a turnover on downs. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.